hey, can you give me a stat for black people? And they're like, 1350, 13%. I'm like, okay, watch this. Can you give me a stat for white people?
They only want to make, like Lucas said, a specific demographic of people the bad guy. What's going on, YouTube? We got the amazing Lucas. I ain't watched a video from him in a minute, but this came across my timeline with him and beefing with the Hodge Twins. I had to crack in, and let me tell you, this get wild.
Oh my goodness. So many of you may not be aware, but I did a podcast with the Hodge Twins about a few days ago, okay? And it got pretty heated because they got exposed, right? I made them look like Tweedledee and Tweedledum. I made them look like the Sambo soldiers that they are. Now, for some reason, people keep on underestimating me.
I count 2 guns, nigga.
And they hit me up. I'm like, yo, what are we talking about? He's like, okay, we're gonna be talking about this. Let's get a date. I'm like, bet, right? I'm in LA, they in Vegas. So I spend time, I spend money to come to this podcast. So they're getting blasted because I'm bringing up data, I'm bringing up facts. They clearly don't understand per capita versus raw numbers.
But Brondo's got what plants crave.
It's got electrolytes.
Because I asked them, hey, can you give me a stat for black people? And they're like, 1350, 13%. I'm like, okay, watch this. Can you give me a stat for white people?
Got him!
Well, if they commit 50% of crime, that means they must commit the other rest, right? Right? They didn't have anything, bro. I'm like, that's the point. That right there. So then I go off listing, hey, well, white men, when it comes to crime, when it comes to per capita, when it comes to larceny, when it comes to trafficking, right? Which is what we're dealing with Epstein. When it comes to vandalism, when it comes to embezzlement, when it comes to, right? I'm listing a whole bunch of crimes per capita.
Yo, Lucas is kind of, he going a little hard on him right now, all right? And mind you, listen, the Hodge Twins might be your thing. But that's funny. Y'all got him at that's funny. If I would really like to see this. They need to, if what Lucas is saying is true, they need to drop the video because I need to see this, bro. Because if they really didn't have any statistics, like if they had statistics like mesmerized for black people but not for white, bro. Because what Lucas said is true. What Lucas said is true. They have these statistics that say, black people are terrible. They're out here killing white folk at like 3 times the race, things like that. Crazy statistics that aren't even true. But then, they want to talk about those things, but they don't ever want to talk about, white people do this. And we know, listen, there's clips of them saying they pander to their audience.
He's pandering to his base. Yeah, I guarantee it.
I thought it was more.
There is. I have
you
another
stopped
clip.
it. My bad. You got to see it. You got to see it.
Yeah, I pander to my base. I pander to white people. You pander. Damn, I lost track what I was going to say. Pander to black people. Yeah, I pander to white people, right-leaning white people. I say, I don't want to shake the boat. Sometimes I shake the boat, but yeah, that's just.
Bills got to get paid.
Bills got to get paid. I guess he got some bills too,
So this, take it with a grain of salt. You know what I'm saying? We don't have the proof yet. But if it's true,
that are white men, and they're getting upset. Oh, right, when it comes to bestiality, when it comes to, I'm like, what's the bestiality? How many people is that? Right? Doesn't matter. The point that I was making is that you're highlighting this one stat, right? And we're not even looking at the exonerations. We're not looking at the false imprisonments. We're not looking at, we're not looking at any of that. The point is they try and make us the face of crime. I'm like, yo, you looking at one crime. We look at a litany of things, right?
Yo, he telling the truth right now, okay? Listen, the biggest thing y'all got to recognize is that when you use statistics, you use all the statistics involved in those various different things. You don't go, well, this particular crime. It's like, oh, you know what? If I were to say something like, oh, all Asian people get in car accidents more often than anybody else. And that's the only thing that I tell you. That doesn't help you with anything. Well, why? Why did it happen? How does it happen? What's the demographic? Where are they located? You know, there's a lot of things that actually play into those statistics. And what we see from a lot of people, but come closer. They only want to make, like Lucas said, a specific demographic of people the bad guy. Because in reality, if we're being honest here, bro, listen, most people are corrupt anyway, bro. Like, if we did statistics on probably some of the craziest things or like the most immoral things that even like millionaires and billionaires did, Epstein, for instance, you know what I'm saying? Like, you would see it's crazy, absolutely insane things that billionaires and millionaires get away with that the average person doesn't. But we don't go to those statistics because they're millionaires and billionaires or because they're the exception. So let me just be very clear to all y'all out there that think that the only statistics that matter are the statistics of black people. That's racism, dog. That's racism. You only hate a specific demographic of people and only want to see them down. All right? Let's keep it 100% here. You need to do that shit. You need to look at all the statistics to realize that all people tend to be corrupt. Most people tend to be corrupt. Not all. We're going to say all. Everybody has their downfalls. There are demographics of people who fail at things that other demographics just don't. Stop falling into the line and making black people or Asian people or Hispanic people the problem. People are people. And there are demographics of people and subgroups of people who do terrible things, just as well as there are subgroups of people who do fantastic things. But the truth is, in all of it, most people just trying to live their life. Stop thinking that way.
And I go and tell them, well, you name me the black person that caused your interest rates to go up. You name me the black person that caused the depression. You name me the black person that caused the recession. You name me a black person that caused your house to be deflated in value. You name me the black person that did that. Then I get them, I'm like, yo, you tell me, because they're just really like losing it. But they get enslaved, bro. They get enslaved. That's what's happening, bro. This is light work for me, right? This is because both of them, they share a brain cell. Okay, they passing the brain cell back and forth so they can talk to me. that's what's going on. Cause I'm like I'm not even worried at all. So I ask him again. I'm like, yo, can you name me how black racism, because that's what they want to say, oh, everyone's racist. Okay, I was like, can you name me how black racism has negatively impacted white people as a whole?
Got him!
Before we get into a response for that, man, that's a good question. Maybe one of y'all in the comments could explain it to me. You know what I'm saying? Because where has what we would perceive as black racism really affected the economy and people? I mean, if we're being honest here, listen, look at the statistics themselves. Black people hurt black people more than any other race by a large margin. What is it, like 90-something% of crime is black on black crime from the black community? So he's asking you, basically, tell me where these issues within the black community are ultimately hurting the overall community in the world. Because the truth is whatever happens in the world affects the black community worse than any other community. It's the opposite of what you think.
Well, what about what about this story with the white girl and everything? I'm like, that's anecdotal. This mofo doesn't know what anecdotal means. As God is my witness, bro. I'm talking to actual retards, and that's why I tell them. I was like, this is borderline mental retardation. This mofo doesn't know what per capita means. This other mofo doesn't know what anecdotal means. He's like, I'm telling you, this is proof. I'm like, that's anecdotal, fam. I'm talking about as a whole.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Yo, he going in on them right now. Listen, I don't know. I wasn't there, and I wish I could see. I want to see this in person. I want to see the whole thing in context. Because you know what? The whole thing with that woman, who was killed. Let's be honest here. If you look at the history of this dude, he was locked up. He's put in jail for years. He didn't just get away with crimes, and he didn't just, it doesn't matter. Honestly, like you said, it's anecdotal. There was a situation where a dude on a subway who has mental issues historically has gone to jail for different things and been in jail for long periods of time, okay? Had a situation where he killed someone. And that is proof that what? Not that mental illness is a huge issue and it can cause people to do crazy things. No, it's the issue that black people are the problem. Listen, I truly, and with all my heart, believe that the moment that we make it completely and solely an entire racist problem for some of the racist problems, and it primarily goes towards the black community, let's just be honest here, that you have completely lost any realm of reality when it comes to the average person. The average person doesn't live like that. The average person goes to work, goes home, and does whatever they got to do, bro. The average person has great relationships, failed relationships. The average person experiences life like the other average people. Don't matter how black or white you are, okay? There's going to be challenges that you have because you're either black or white or Asian or Hispanic. True. But the average person really ain't got a whole lot going on, bro. The average person ain't like, man, I think today is the day that I'm going to go do X, Y, Z. Most of the time, bro, we just trying to live. And in this economy, even that's hard, okay? So, I don't really think that there's much more for me to say about this. I really want to see the videos. I would really like to see more of what's happening here because the truth is like we don't really know. But I think it is important that somebody's calling some of this stuff out. Like, I'm just going to commentate on it, and I'm just a small channel with nobody that watches, to be honest with you. But, like, let's be real here. There is so much that we don't know, and I would like to see in context. Either which way. If y'all like the content, subscribe. I appreciate you. I'd like to see us even get to, like, 30 subscribers, you know what I'm saying, by the end of the year. Who knows if that's possible or not. Either which way, I appreciate y'all, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.